Welcome back to Season 2 of Sailing Sitka. We are Jay and Kenna, two young Canadians who stepped outside the box of comfort and decided to act on their ambitions of sailing around the world. We first set sail from Victoria, BC, Canada, and have been adventuring around Mexico ever since. In this season, we'll be sailing on, further south and closer towards our dreams of exploring everywhere the sea touches. So sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. If you're new here, subscribe.
Oh, she told you. You heard it first from Big Mama Satari over here. What's on the plan today? We are leaving Barra de Navidad after 2 wonderful weeks here. Made a lot of new friends. It was a great time. And now it's time for us to push down south. So we're going to sail out and head to Manzanillo, which is about 27 nautical miles from here. So it should take between 5 and 6 hours. Should get some wind and progressively stronger wind as the day progresses. So we already prepped the boat. We just got to wait for a tide window here in about an hour. Yeah. And then we'll start bringing the hook up and cleaning the chain. And then on our way we go. And hopefully we get a good sail. Make sure to like and subscribe. Enjoy the episode. Woo! Bye, guys.
Bye. We're off the hook, and now I am cleaning up the mud on the deck.
Yeah, so the bottom's definitely a little dirty because we're going half to 0.8 knots slower than we would normally in these conditions with just the engine. Like, that main's up, but it's not doing anything right now. It's just stabilizing the boat. So we knew that, like, after, like, we haven't cleaned the hull since
Tenna
Tequila. And Tenna, we didn't really clean. It was already clean. So yeah, but there it's like where we were in Barra, it's notorious for being dirty. I don't even think the hull is that dirty. I think it's just the prop, honestly. But yeah, next anchorage is going to be clear water, hopefully. And tomorrow or the day after, when we feel like it, we'll jump in and give it a good scrub. We'll show you guys what it looks like. We might brush up way a bit of scrub today. If it's just soft growth, we're going to lose some. But it's not that bad, though. We're still making like 5 to 5.5 at 2,000 RPM. So it's not like the end of the world. We've heard people stay here for a while and then they go to sail and they're doing 3 knots instead of 6.
Boy, does it feel weird to be underway. Feels a little nauseous-y, not gonna lie. Barra, you just don't even move unless a fishing vessel goes by, old panga, and then you get a wake for like 3 seconds and then that's it. So, gotta get my sea legs back, but yes, otherwise it feels super good to be on the move again. That was a little bit stagnant for us to stay somewhere that long, but we had the most best time. We met great people and we partied hard and ate great food. And Barra is actually relatively cheap compared to other places we've been. So yeah, all in all, it was a really fabulous time, but like we say, the show must go on.
All right, guys. So you probably can't tell, but right there is a giant, what it looks like a bulk tanker. We'll have to do some research to let you know how long ago that ship wrecked here, but yeah, it is gnarly looking. When we were coming in from Barra's over there, we're coming in this way, I was like, what is that on the hill now? I'm like, holy shit, hun, that's the bow of a ship. And then like we were looking with the binos and it looks gnarly, and then we turned the corner and then we can see the whole profile of the ship and where the bridge used to be, and it's pretty rusted through and like kind of like coming back into the ocean here, so it's probably been there for a while, but it's going to be interesting to look into it. We had no idea that was there because I might have like organized to come check it out with like a panga or the dinghy.
I'm like salivating at the mouth, like I really want to go explore it.
Jenna loves like shipwrecks and abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
So does my sister Marisa.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's too bad, like the GoPro, like you can't really see it that well, but
This is when we need like the good camera gear that we can't afford.
yeah, we don't have anything to zoom into anything with, but we'll try to find something online and like put it up somewhere on the screen so you guys can take a look. But yeah.
After doing some research, it turns out that on October 23rd, 2015, Hurricane Patricia caused this bulk carrier Los Lientos to run aground on the outer skirts of Barra and approximately 25 nautical miles from Manzanillo. This 732-foot, 38,000-ton freighter, now split into two, was originally shipwrecked 9 years ago when the captain was ordered to leave port and take shelter from a Category 5 hurricane. According to multiple sources, the captain delayed his departure and headed the opposite direction than ordered, and his actions were never fully explained. With winds over 240 kilometers per hour and waves up to 10 meters high, the ship was unable to handle the conditions and was ultimately pushed along the rocky shoulder. All 27 crew members were helicoptered off the vessel and rescued. The ship was later drained of fuel and hazardous waste, then left to erode in place, leaving for a very shocking view to sail by.
Anyways, we're still getting kind of like no wind right now. There's southerlies, so we're kind of like, we're motor sailing right now, the main, but it's supposed to veer and then veer quite dramatically from right astern and then be go up to like 20, 25, 30 even, but that's later in the day, so we want to be anchored before that happens because it's gonna blow today. Leaving Barra went super well. We had a catamaran behind us following us. The lowest we saw was 1.8 for about 2 seconds, and it's 1.8 feet below the keel, so that was fine. And we were on a rising tide, so we left. We were like going through there at like 8:45 a.m. and 11 a.m. was the high tide, so if we did get stuck, we would have had a chance to like get unstuck before having to wait another like 6 hours minimum or 12 hours. So
Happy Valentine's Day!
happy Valentine's Day! Probably not Kenna's ideal Valentine's Day at sea there, but once we get there we'll try to make up for it. If not, we'll wait for a day or two and then go for a nice little meal ashore with my love. Bye guys!
After an extremely uneventful 5 hours, we started our approach into the busy and major port of Manzanillo, Mexico. It was a very gloomy and damp cold day, but we didn't let that take away from the magical feeling of sailing up to a brand new anchorage in which you've never seen before. Each beautiful and unique in their own way, it's our favorite feeling in the world to arrive at a new port.
Lots of boat at anchor here. Lots of big cargo ship, bulk carriers. Yeah, so it's definitely a major port. You can see like these boats are all at anchor, these big cargo ones. The container ship over there, he's coming in very slowly. And then the major commercial ports over there on the southeast corner there. And yeah, we're going just behind this point here. All right guys, well, we made it safely in, and it was a little rolly earlier. It seems to be calming down and quite better now that we're facing into the swell. And look at this place. First of all, look at Kenna.
Yes, stop.
She looks so pretty. We're about to go for a Valentine's Day dinner, and you would like, let's guess here, are we in Mexico or are we in Greece? Look at this. Ain't that so pretty? It's pretty nice in here. It's pretty nice. We had a couple sea-doos earlier doing donuts around the boat for about an hour. If you ever are in a place where you can rent sea-doos,
Don't.
no, actually you can. It's fine. Like, I've never seen anybody with a frown on a sea-doo because they are fun. But if you see boats at anchor, I know it's tempting to go really close and do donuts around, but just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do that.
People live on them.
Yeah, it just makes it very uncomfortable. But anyways, apart from that, it's pretty around here. Pretty. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Pretty woman. Walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet, pretty woman.
Stop.
I don't know the next lyrics,
You just watched
so
that
I'll
movie.
let you go on this. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like,
Stopping for some tacos before we get some groceries, and we always get a grande jamaica, which is a steeped flour tea that's cold. Then you can sweeten it or unsweeten it, but
My mama always told me not to go grocery shopping on an empty stomach, so we be hitting them tacos first.
it sounded like Forrest Gump at the
That's about a month and a half of food, apart from like vegetables and fruit stuff, but meat wise and all that stuff should be good till almost the end of the season, almost. The last big shop, and that was like 4,700 pesos, so about like $340, something like that.
Yep. Alright, you can probably hear Jay's drone in the background. I'm going to insert this rad drone shot for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you find yourself around Manzanillo area, definitely come check it out. It's like a little mini Greece. It's actually very beautiful, and we really enjoyed it here.
This is Manzanillo Bay, originally discovered in 1527 and now known for one of Mexico's busiest ports on the Pacific coast. Home to over 160,000 residents and also known internationally as the sailfish capital of the world. Jay and I were astonished of the topography of Manzanillo. Neither of us have been to Europe quite yet, but we couldn't help but think it resembled Greece in some type of way. We always feel so internally grateful to be able to explore such beautiful places with our home on the water.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sailing Sitka. We are lifting the hook and we're going somewhere really special.
What there is an old sunken 300-foot bulk carrier
From 1959. Time to bring the anchor up.
Now where we're going is like where you want to swim anyway. So
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.